I can't think. I can't bloody think. I can hardly breathe. No, Vasilisa, no. Panic won't behoove you now. Start at the beginning, work your way back to yourself. We all met up at the Horizon Walkers Guild this morning and took on a job to fetch mushrooms. Mushrooms? Yes, mushrooms. Pickles and I found our way to the library at the college where I found something, not hope exactly, but something similar. There are ways to delay the curse if not stop it outright. That's more than the libraries I could find at home said. Then there were the gods, and what a laugh that was. But it's not important. It's not why we're here. The mushrooms. The door. That strange door to the purple woods where magic was so thick it cloyed in my throat like honey. I couldn't breathe then either. We saved a carbuncle from a pair of shadow drakes, but Pickles was hurt. As was Bastard. Once again I am a wet match in a dark cave. But they're fine now. I'm fine now. I was not fine, however, under that woman's gaze. Ebbis Blackthorn. Never have I encountered eyes that pierced me so. It was as if my ribcage were laid bare for her amusement. Every draw she took of her cigarette lit fear in my chest, red and orange blooms charring me to frailty inside. I could not speak for the inferno in my mouth, stoked to blazing with every concerned glance I felt from my comrades. Perhaps on my own I could... But no, I can't think of that now. Not when they have need of me. We've a lead on Skreg's wayward hatchlings, and there is yet daylight. There will be time to ponder how best to handle these many mysteries later. For now, onward.
All right.
Yeah.
That is a pretty good recap. So yeah, you all went to Ebbs Blackthorn's house and then spent the rest of the time shopping. And it's been a hot minute, so welcome back, everybody.
Huzzah! Yay! Hero point for Vaz.
Yeah, hero point for Vaz, hero point for everybody for, being here. But extra one for Vaz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi there, I love you. That's for everyone in the audience right now.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thank you all for your patience.
Yes.
Especially the commenter I got that was asking where the next episode was. It's here. You're very
You found
it.
You found it.
Good for you. Good for you personally. You did a great job. We're very
dedicated to you.
Yeah.
Also, apologies in advance because I'm gonna sound gross this time.
It be like that sometimes, especially when you're sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, yeah, it happens in winter. People get sick.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, we here. Last time you ended off in the markets doing some shopping.
Oh yeah, because there was, I think, a couple, we wanted to follow up on, where we thought Skreg's Dinosaurs might be, the black market, and then I think there was, another place that we were going to check out, I think.
Yeah, I believe it was Creek that had done some poking around and had found some dinosaur tracks heading south.
Find them.
Yeah, let's follow Creek's lead then.
Yeah.
Greg now has a magical spear.
Oh yeah, we bought a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We went shop happy.
No more shopping. Sure. You guys are done.
Well, fortunately, Leanne, I have no more money.
Yeah.
I have no money.
I am
Damn, because I was
right
thinking
now,
about checking out that second store again.
No,
I'm playing.
Let's go.
Follow the tracks.
Yeah, follow the tracks. Follow Creek, follow the tracks.
Follow Creek, follow the tracks. It is around 5 o'clock. So as you guys start to wander down out of the lower markets with your new gains, you walk past what you kind of get the smell of industry. You smell like leather and woodworking and the forges, just like all that smells as you kind of pass by this way. through the manufacturing district on the corners of it. And you see, you still pick up some of those tracks a little, and eventually you hit cobblestone path down here in front of this big, church with a big anvil kind of put on the front. And from here you can kind of see out in the distance there is some warehouses and some boarding houses, basically. And you see, as it's getting to be about 5 o'clock, you see sailors start to wander towards them. And you can make the inference that these are where the sailors that come to stay.
The tracks lead past this all, or into the all the boarding houses and warehouses?
You get to about here where the church is. I'm gonna advance the time by a little bit. Boop. And that's where it kind of ends, because you hit basically cobblestone. And
Gotcha. Okay.
From where the lower markets were, there's not a lot of paved roads. There's a lot of mud. So it was easier to pick up tracks. And now you are here. What would you like to do now?
Okay, question. Once we hit the cobblestone, is there at least any trace of lingering mud that fades that at least gives us a direction?
Yeah, there's a little bit that starts to head towards the church, and then it starts to peter off because the mud stops being on their boot.
Yeah.
And it's on the ground now. Okay.
And we get the sense from these tracks that these dinosaur tracks are these creatures moving of their own volition. It seemed from what it was sounding like, they weren't being dragged, and they're small enough from what Skreg was describing that. And I'm just saying this partially to the group, they would have been picked up if,
Yeah. From what you figured out, there was 2 tracks of dinosaurs and 1 human. And then the rest, you're not sure. How many dinosaurs are left? 5. 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, let's go with 5.
Yeah.
It is. It's 5.
Yes. Thank you for keeping good notes, because it's been a hot minute. But you only saw 2 dinosaur tracks and 1 person tracks. So if there was more, they would have been carried, or they just didn't have the remaining 3. Who knows?
Gotcha. Okay.
And they're sailors, just chilling and going, getting ready to.
There's
go.
A couple hanging out outside of these lodgings, talking, drinking. There's one that's smoking. Another guy is chastising him for smoking.
I think our best bet. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, go for it.
Well, I was Pickle starts to speak, and then he sees Creek speaking up, the track. You go for it.
Okay, because Creek was just gonna ask these fellows.
If
they've seen a dinosaur. Creek's gonna go up to these sailors and say, "Hello, have you seen a kind of green, scaly chicken around? I don't know if you guys seen raptors before."
Skreg is gonna hold up Gertie and say, "Like these, but small."
Yes. Have you seen those?
So the one sailor that was smoking, he puts a cigarette out and looks at you and goes, that little turkey, the pointy thing sticking out of it. I think I saw a naked one like that down at the Siren's Grotto.
Are you pointing at me or Gertie?
Well, the little one, but there is also one that looks like you at the Siren's Grotto, though she wears a bit more clothes than you.
Heresy.
Is it? Is clothes heresy for you?
I made that up.
Okay.
I'm wearing clothes right.
It gets awfully cold up here if you don't wear clothes.
Yes, well, that's why I have feathers growing in. I don't have many feathers. I have more feathers now than I usually do.
Also, there's the whole decency thing.
Yes, that's why I wear
clothes.
Right. Well,
I was lying. I'm sorry.
Don't lie.
you certainly are a colorful bunch, and I'm used to colorful bunches.
Thank you. It is my vibrant plumage which I use to attract a mate.
I see.
I think we should get going.
Simon's got
Let's-
what he said.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Yeah,
information.
he
Well,
looks at
cute.
you and like scratches his head and goes, "Yeah, it's where we sailors tend to hang out." Just
He's like, are you flirting with me?
Yeah, right. It's like, are we flirting right now?
Yeah. No, I'm afraid I'm not really
You wanna
into
be?
cold-blooded persuasions. I get cold at night. No offense.
That's true.
Aww.
It's just a preference. I'm sorry if that offends you in any way. I just not
I
really.
do not know what you are talking about.
Anyways, Simon's Grotto, and then he like points kind of down the street.
Yeah, thank you. And Nat's just gonna kind of try to shepherd Skreg along.
Yeah.
Head down that road.
You.
You can't miss. It's got a big mermaid out the front of it, stapled onto the side. Yeah.
Oh.
Do not
Drunk.
understand why they are so scared of us, but they put the mermaids. The mermaids are also cold-blooded.
I don't want to fuck a mermaid either.
What are you talking about? That's disgusting. Who mentioned anything about that?
Skreg,
Pickles
please,
is-
just keep talking, please.
Yeah, please. We gotta go.
We've got our information.
We're,
We need no other.
we just for the benefit of both this sailor and Skreg, just separate them from each other. Like this conversation is done.
The vibes are enchanted.
Like, if this conversation is allowed to continue, one of them will cringe themselves to death.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daz just tips your hat.
And as you're like walking away, the other sailor that was chastising him earlier looks and goes, "What? What?"
This is what happens when you smoke.
Like when you see your friend just like do something just completely unhinged and act like it's totally normal. It's like, no, you need to explain yourself. What was all that?
What do you mean? You just say no. As you're walking away.
It is time to go look at the mermaid.
All right. So
To
yeah,
the Siren's Grotto.
as you continue down the cobblestone path, you pass some more sailors that are progressively getting more drunk the closer you get to the Siren's Grotto. And yeah, you pass by some warehouses. Some people are still working, but it seems like the work is starting to wrap up for the day. And you do in fact see the Siren's Grotto, which looks to be a bit of a rundown looking pub. And sure enough, there is a mermaid like tacked onto the side of this building. It looks like at one point it belonged to a ship. It's one of the what they would put at the end of the ship, the front. I used to know
headpiece.
the
What is it
headpiece.
called?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't
The bow?
remember the bow. Ship to stern.
A figurehead.
port.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's,
Figurehead.
yeah.
Yeah. What's
The
that?
ship girlfriend.
The ship girlfriend. Yeah, one of those.
I think that deserves a hero
It's just
point.
yeah, no. She already has it done. No more hero points for now. But yeah, it's on the edge there. Clearly, at one point, it was part of a boat, and it got attached to this bar.
Time.
Yeah, right. So, do you enter?
I guess into the bar.
All right.
Yes.
One moment as I preload the scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know how, like, in Old West movies, the sheriff will, like, walk into the bar, like, all weird? That's what Skreg's doing right now, because he really wants to find his dinosaurs.
You're just sauntering in.
Yes.
All right.
And he's mean-mugging people who have nothing to do with this.
This is going spectacularly.
Great. I forgot one of the mods that I needed no longer works. Okay, 1 second here. I
I
have
can't
to.
tell that he's mean-mugging, though, because he's reptilian. Sorry.
I need to add people one by one onto the map. 1 sec.
Ah, yeah.
I used to be
Oh,
able
dang,
to just
yeah.
to dump everybody on, but the module I needed no longer works with the new version of Foundry.
Ah, boo.
Awesome.
Ah, Vaz, come on, get on the map. Vaz?
No, I don't want to.
No.
I had a very bad day.
Vaz's token has been determined to leave Horizon's Gate this whole time.
There it is. There she is. She's just being slow. But yes, you.
Time to spot who the main character is.
So, as you wander into this area, you see several sailors sitting around eating, and it's kind of raucous in here. People are excited. People are drinking, and immediately, Skreg, as you walk in, just one sec. I need to pull up my notes.
Who is she?
You see a blue-skinned lizard folk woman. She is wearing clothes that would look normal around here. She's got like basically an apron on and a fluffy kind of puffy shirt. And she stops and looks at you, and she like squints for a second and goes, "What can Shirex get? Skreg! By Brahman starry beard, is that you?" And she runs over. And
Hello there.
Shirex hasn't seen Skreg since Shirex left. How is Gertie? And she looks down.
Gertie is good, and then Skreg picks up Gertie.
Gertie! And she grabs her into a big hug. And
Yeah, she's allowed to hold Gertie.
Yeah. You know Shirax as she was on the Kupla Islands with you for a very long time, and her mother was a druid, but Shirax showed no magical aptitude at all, and just couldn't feel the magic of the island at all, so she decided to leave sometime before you left. And she went to go adventure in the big city. And I realize now, several minutes into this, that I had forgotten to turn the music on. It has been a hot second. Where is...
You're good. I totally forgot to.
Yeah. I thought we were just doing with that. That was just the vibes. It was just no music this time. Just vibes.
Just vibes. No,
Just vibing.
I just forgot. 1 second. Give me a second to pull the music up and find my little
Sure.
information.
The vibes.
My vibes.
Bring the vibes back.
Where?
I forgot my vibes.
Jovial.
Lizard vibes.
Play. Music? Playlist? No, not playlist. We want play. John. How do I do this again? It's been so long I've forgotten what I need to
I don't
type.
know.
1 second. Play.
Okay.
Aha! Play. Track. Genre?
Also, as a side note, I think our hit points might be showing.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to make that appear.
Oh. You're right.
Yeah, mine aren't showing for some reason.
Very special. He has infinite hit points.
Yes.
He's invincible.
Invincible.
It's weird because it's like showing how many we're missing over our max. Because I looked at mine for a second, I was like, oh,
Yeah, it's
when did I
probably.
get in bad shape? I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's probably showing. Yeah, the wounds instead. Just a second. Let me check genre. Why isn't this working?
We're having technical difficulties. In the meantime, please enjoy this lovely song by Katie.
Okay.
Hey!
There it goes. They changed how the bot works apparently.
Oh, weird.
We take one little holiday break and everything goes onions.
Onions.
Everything updated.
Too many glass onions in this. Okay. There should be music now. Huzzah.
Hey, there it is. There it is.
Perfect. Anyways, yes. So, yes, you recognize Shirax as she had left well before you. And apparently she's here.
How are you doing?
Oh, Shirax is doing fine. It is nice here. It's a little cold. The winters are
Yes.
not nice. Not nice at all. But, you know,
Yeah.
I couldn't stay in the Kupla Islands.
Neither could I. Things are not, they've not gotten better since you left.
There was less and less of us every year, and the swamps were drying out, crops failing. Zolgas! Guys, I hate the Zolgas! May Brahman strike them all down with starry death.
Well, I mean, yeah. He just doesn't know. Like, he's not happy when he talks about this. And he's clearly not in a great mood because he has to give her more bad news. Like, the dinosaurs Skreg took with me have gone missing.
But you took dinosaurs with you?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't bring them here, did you? They're illegal here, you know.
Yes, I found out. I got arrested, and then they all ran away.
Oh,
Which is not good because it is very cold here, and they are little babies.
oh yes, they should be going down south, where the more dinosaurs are in the southern continent.
Well, I couldn't take them to the southern continent because that's where the elves, the big empire is, and they will not let me.
Yes, they have one trading post, and they only open it to the other, whatever the next country over is. I don't remember. All I know is that guard is here, and they are there, and they trade with elves. I don't know. Elves are fickle.
No offense, Creek.
Is that an elf? Are you sure? It looks dead.
None taken?
You're not supposed to just say someone is dead. That is very rude.
But she looks dead.
No, she can
She
say
made-
that.
Oh my god, Shriek, you can't just ask if someone's dead.
It is current
You should
year. She is
say-
allowed to be dead if she wants to.
Aw, thank you, Greg. I'm glad I'm allowed to be kind of dead.
Well,
Are you aware of your whole situation, by the way? Like, did we figure that out? I don't mean to
Nah.
offend. Okay.
Not really.
We're just putting a pin in that for
I'm an
now?
enigma.
Okay.
well, that
Well,
certainly
you know,
is something. But yes, so you're here looking for more dinosaurs?
yes, I have found 3 of them.
You
But
found?
there are still 5 more.
All right, 5.
It's not that hard to take care of them when they are all in one place, but then they ran away.
Yes, that is
I am worried
difficult.
about them.
Well, take a look around. Maybe somebody here has seen them. I've been too busy working. Though
What
I
do
would
you
be
do?
careful with the ones in the corner there. They are, how you say, rough and tumble. And she leans
Rough and tumble is my middle name.
real close, and goes, I think they're pirates.
Yes, and?
Pirates are dangerous.
Oh. I have one question.
Yes.
What is a pirate?
Oh. So a pirate...
Purveyors of, I believe that the term that they use now is transship goods.
What?
They
They're-
steal things.
They steal
Ah.
shit. They go on a boat, ram into other boats, take their shit, and then run off with it.
You know, it's amazing that I know this because I don't think I've ever even really been to the sea.
I swam here pulling a raft.
What? You swam? You didn't take the ferry?
I pulled a raft with my teeth.
That just seems
You know,
really
Skreg, I
bad.
don't know why I thought that meeting another person from your homeland would clarify anything about you. I don't know why I was under that misapprehension.
I took a boat.
I did not know there was a boat.
See, this is why we got to get out more often.
I know, that's why I left.
I like how even among his kind, Skreg's a walking disaster.
I know.
Yeah, Skreg.
I love
Skreg's
him.
weird even for lizard folk.
I love
That's
him.
amazing.
Well, if you need anything, I'll be serving people. I can see that my boss is getting annoyed at me, so I will be over here.
Yeah, you can pretend I was ordering something if that would help.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, she walks up to the bar, and you see like this woman who kind of looks shark-like. She has like human features, but gills on the side of her neck and like pointed shark ears. Sharks don't have ears, but you know what I mean. She's got like that texture to her skin, like it's a shark. She's a shark.
DM, what's this situation in the middle here?
That is a big like furnace, not furnace.
Okay.
It's like a fire pit, basically.
Okay, it looked like a pit, like a hole in the ground.
Yeah, no, it's like
Like
a covered fireplace.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's on the stove, and we're like just looking into the vent of it
Yeah.
because we're top down.
Do we want to maybe sort of split up and start like asking a couple different people what's the story?
I'm just gonna. Are you sure you want to do that? Because you know exactly where Skreg is gonna go first.
It's true.
Mm.
No, I won't. I won't do that. I won't do that. Don't worry.
No, I was like, we gotta keep an eye on the boy.
No, I won't. I promise I won't. Skreg would, but for the sake of the party, I will not.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to maybe split up into like small groups, like not individually, just like 2s and 3s?
I think groups of 2s because Nash had posited that before with not letting Creek and Skreg party together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So Pickles is gonna go with Skreg, and we can go talk to the pirates.
This man has the most powerful mustache.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We're going over here to Mustache Man. Where did everybody else going? Just so we can figure out where everybody is before Leanne has to resolve
Yeah.
us talking to people.
Pick a place, go there, and then we'll go like clockwise, counterclockwise. I'll pick a direction. Jeep!
Dean has. That's Dean. He has a
Dean!
lot to say for some reason.
Aw,
He's so
baby.
cute.
I think I heard him say we go talk to the pirates.
Ooh. Do you want to talk to the pirates?
We're gonna have to talk to the pirates eventually.
I kind of want to talk to the pirates.
Excuse me, sir. What sort of wax do you use in your facial?
Yeah, Nash will just look at the others and say, "Well, they may be the sort that we typically want to avoid, but they are also the most likely to have the information we seek. I'm afraid."
I'm gonna have Bastard go with Vaz and the rest of them, and just kind of Pickles is gonna give him like an instruction, like if the vibes start getting really bad in their conversation, like if he gets the sense of any tension, to just because he and I can communicate emotion through emotions,
Right.
to just have him kind of like let me know.
The emotional badger.
Yeah, just if his hackles get raised by anything in that conversation, I should be able to know.
Right.
The emotional
Gotcha.
badger would be a great name for a tavern.
Emotional badger.
Emotional badger.
I don't get the reference.
Emotional baggage.
Nash, who's moving Nash?
Oh,
The emotional
I
baggage
might
me.
tell over. Emotional damage. Oh yeah. Oh, who moved Nash?
Emotional damage.
I don't know.
Anyways, yes, pick a place, and then we'll do the things.
Are we going to the pirates game?
Table. Yeah. Let's go to the pirates.
Okay. So you guys go.
Let's
over there.
go.
Yeah, can we get Bastard on the
Yeah.
board as well?
Hey,
Yeah.
where Bastard go?
He is not here. 1 second.
There's 2 vases.
There is.
Oh no.
I will get rid of the other vase. It must have just been.
Oh my God. She got deleted.
Gertie will hang out over here with Shirax. But,
Aw, yay.
But yeah, because my stupid mod didn't work, I just pulled everybody on individually, and I forgot the pets.
Right. Oh, you're good. You're good.
But yes,
I kind of want to hear. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But
Are we all healed up? Just curious.
No, I think that we took a little rest, but we're still on the same day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still the same day. So any HP you have, that is the HP that you have.
Okay.
Unless you
I have full
want to like stop for 10 minutes to heal yourselves.
Nah, we're
All right. So we've split up into 2 groups. Skreg and Pickles, you head over to the table with the mustachioed man and his companion with the fluffy hair. They are sitting and chatting over tea, and they spot you arrive. Ah, hello there.
Hey,
would you like to eat with us?
yeah, sure. So we'll Pickles will have Pickles will sit down at the table, and we'll just if food comes around, he'll just pay for like he'll just ask for like a water.
Yeah.
Just to we're kind of new in town. My name is Pickles. This is my associate Skreg.
Yes, nice to meet you. We are sailors. We are here on business. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, honey, we are here for business. Yes, business. We sell lots of good things.
What are you in the market for?
We mostly do textiles. We get stuff from the Empire mostly. They enchant their scarves so that they will strangle people. Which sounds bad, but, it can be useful.
You
I
have
can see-
anything? Oh, apologies.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can see some application for that. Do you deal in creatures at all? Any living creatures?
Creatures? Not so much. They are difficult to regulate. The lawkeepers here are very against the idea of creatures coming in. Something about biodiversity, invasive species,
Can I? Yeah, can I sense motive on that?
Yes. Go for it.
Okay. That's just a perception, right?
Perception.
Hell
I would
yeah.
also like to roll that if it's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, how do I okay, there it is. Perception
It's
check.
been a hot minute.
Yeah.
I'm very good at percepting things.
No circumstance, normal roll mode, public, wisdom. Yes. Let's see.
So we got a 1 and an 11.
Greg is busy admiring this man's mustache.
Yeah, you're just enraptured by the mustache, and like
I'm mustachioed.
you've done.
Actually, wait, I'm going to use a hero point for that.
Okay. Pickles, you don't notice anything off about his statement at all. From
Okay,
your
yeah.
11.
Hey, that's
Ooh.
much better.
That's a lot
24.
better. You were momentarily distracted by his mustache, but then you like shake it off, and you get the feeling looking at him that he's not telling the whole truth about that. He's a little shifty when you mention the animals.
Greg is going to whistle for Gertie to come over. And then going to kind of look him in the eye and kind of casually pet his dinosaur. And see if he reacts at all.
He doesn't seem to react to the dinosaurs. The woman next to him just kind of looks and goes, "Huh, they let you keep that in the city."
I have a special permit, and then I'm going to point to her little like thing around her.
Yeah.
I forget the little medallion.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like basically a pet license.
She kind of like squints for a second and goes, "Oh, you're one of the Horizon Walkers. They do tend to have special permission for animal companions, I guess the term is."
Well, there has been a bit of an issue. I brought some more of these dinosaurs. I was unaware at the time of the law. Don't worry, I've cleared that up, but I'm trying to find them before they get into the ecosystem.
Yeah, she just kind of like raises an eyebrow and goes, "Yes, that would be very bad."
Can I sense motive on her?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, because Skreg hasn't communicated that he knows the vibes are off with him. Okay, it's just an 11 with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skreg is also gonna...
You're having trouble reading her as well.
Yeah.
It's a 17.
With a 17...
Man, you're really good at that shit.
You know that she's a little on edge about this conversation.
You know, if I were able to find them, I would probably offer a reward or something for the return of property. But since you guys don't seem to know anything about them, I guess that it does not matter. Maybe, you know, if someone could give me a little bit of tips, I could maybe part with a few silver.
Her, like, she has, like, this tight, like, look on her face, like she's thinking. And she leans down really low to the table and, like, motions for you to come down.
Skreg will come down.
Look, are you trying to get me in shit?
Trying to get you out of shit.
I don't... What? Look, the little chipmunks, we thought they were just normal chipmunks. It wasn't our fault that they were actually little bottomless pits of magic that... Look, it's okay. They're gone now. Please stop bothering us about this. The Lawkeepers don't need to know, okay?
The Lawkeepers won't know. Believe me, I'm not on great terms with them either.
Can I recall knowledge about the animal they just mentioned?
Yes, go for it.
You know what? I should also probably do that because I am trained in nature.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do through Arcana because she mentioned some sort of a magical bottomless pit.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm rolling like garbage today.
Jeebers creepers. Yeah, Pickles, you've never heard of this creature before in your life. Skreg, it's definitely is strange that she mentions a chipmunk that could just devour entire things like that, but it's doesn't seem too weird. You're not entirely sure what it would be, though.
So Skreg is like, sounds like some Fey bullshit.
Yeah.
Sounds like some Fey bullshit.
Yeah, well, like I said, they're very cute, so we thought we could sell them here, and it didn't work.
Like, you've never seen any dinosaurs or anything?
No. No. Then she, like, thinks for a second, goes, okay, maybe. Wasn't us. We didn't buy any. We didn't bring any. But she points over towards the pirate table and goes, I think I saw one of them have a thing in their coat, and it kind of looks like that thing. But not really. It doesn't have any of those feathers.
Well, I didn't hear it from you. And then Skreg is going to
this
turn
entire
around.
conversation was just us exchanging pleasantries.
Good.
And he's going to leave one silver piece on the table.
She, almost sleight of hands it on, like, she puts her hands over and suddenly it's gone.
Hopefully the other table got a little more.
Anyways, back to the pirate table. What is everybody else doing? As you walk up, you see 4 pirates hanging around this table and one leaning up against the wall. You've got 3 humans, 1 half-orc, and 1 catfolk. The catfolk has got, like, really sleek fur, and he's leaning up against the wall, while the others are raucously drinking. And at the almost, like, the head of the table, everybody's, like, focusing on her, is this dark-skinned woman with dreadlocks, with a big hat on her head. It is bigger than what's in the picture here, and it is not the same color. It's a big blue tricorn hat, with adorned gems and a little rat skull and a seashell attached to it. And she's got these big hoop earrings and like skull and moon tattoos on her neck that you kind of have to like squint to see as they like shimmer in the light here. And she is just drinking away. But I'll say, Nash, as you're like looking over her, you do notice something on her neck. Next to some of her tattoos, you see the outline of what would be the symbol for the river rats that you had seen before on the side of her neck.
Oh.
A clue.
Clue! A clue! You found a clue!
A clue!
You know, you're an
Oh my
investigator.
God.
That. Hooray. Okay. Okay, so Nash's inclination would be, I know we've like lined ourselves up in this imposing little wall in front of them, but Nash's inclination would be to just kind of like casually join this table that is next to theirs to start off with. I do think that, oops, I didn't mean to click that. I do think that Sarah, that Vaz has something.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
go for it.
This is so dumb.
Yes.
So Vaz walks up immediately with the charm and just says, "Well, I think I found the right table. Awful lot of big hats here. I must know the name of your haberdashers."
They all like stop mid like laugh and look at you. And the half-orc woman kind of leans over and goes, "You think you got the right table?
I think I do.
I think otherwise. Fancy woman
2
like
gold?
you here? No."
2 gold says I do.
She stops and like thinks about it for a second and goes, "All right, 2 gold says you do." And she sits back down and like kind of leans back with taking your gold and kind of
Yeah,
like
of course.
flips it between her fingers before pocketing it. And
Skreg. Oh, sorry.
yeah,
Skreg would like to whistle as though calling one of his little dinosaur pups.
Skreg is in
Stephen-
an entirely different scenario that's
Yeah.
happening simultaneously to this.
Yeah, this is
sorry,
happening
I
while we're doing the other stuff.
Apologies. I'll do that
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Temporally it messed me
you
up.
Yeah,
are still talking about mustaches. You know, that's how that goes. But yes, Vaz, you have given this woman 2 gold, and you sidle up at the table.
Yeah.
The-
I'm looking for a pet, something exotic. And I heard tell through the grapevine that you might be able to assist me with something.
They all
Along
kind of
that
like
nature.
turn and look like exchange glances and look at you. And goes, the dark skinned woman kind of like flips her hat and like part of the feather like flops over. And goes, "You think that we have something for you?"
I'd be willing to pay for it, of course.
Do you know who we are?
Do you want me to know who you are?
They all kind of like look at each other and snicker a bit. Now that is a question. No, we don't sell pets. I don't sell pets. She kind of puts emphasis on the word. And you kind of get the idea that she might not be talking about animals as she, like, snarls at that. And she probably has misunderstood this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not talking about something small like a lapdog. Please don't mistake my intention here.
She squints.
I'm looking for something that can kill.
You want something that can... My, you are forward. Just coming up to a bunch of folks at a bar and assume they can get you something that can kill. And the one of the guys starts laughing, going, ha, 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 ha.
If you can't, I can take my business elsewhere.
She, like, smirks and goes, you're not here to buy something. You are poking around for information. I can tell. She, like, points to, like, your wayfinder and goes, you're one of those dang campaigners. What are you really here for?
The dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs. Well. And at this point, she just kind of looks at all of the people at her table and makes direct eye contact with one of the guys. Big, burly fellow, dark skin, dreadlocks. And she goes, what have you been picking up? And he goes, well, what have you been picking up? And he, like, opens up his coat a little bit and a tiny little head comes out. What? Seriously?
Oh.
Nash will interject at this point. He will approach and say, not to nitpick, but since we are laying our cards out on the table, there should in fact be two of them.
He kind of frowns for a second and opens up the other side of his coat and another dinosaur head pops out. And she goes, have you been poking around the black market again? And the guy kind of like hangs his head and she like shakes it and goes, we are trying to keep a low profile. And he goes, a low profile with that hat. And she goes, look, my other one got taken by a little goblin so that we could stay free. You know, I had to change my gosh darn name for this nonsense. And he
At
goes,
this point, sorry.
yeah, and he goes, it's not my fault that you bargained with those assholes instead of, you know, kicking them off our boat. Look, it kept the lawkeepers off our back for a little bit. And then she, like, kind of, like, looks over and she goes, well, I guess I should introduce myself if you're going to be this poking around in our business. My name is... No, it's Blue Bonnie. Pleasure to meet you. Now, you're saying you're looking for these dinosaurs. Why?
Yes. They belong to an associate of mine.
I see. Well, Bartholomew, where did you get those? And he goes, well, I bought them, you know. They're mine now. I bought them. I spent money on them.
How much did you pay?
I managed to talk the guy down to a couple silver each. They're sickly, after all. I'm keeping them in my coat so that they can warm up. It's so cold out there.
Nash is going to double check his inventory because I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Okay, that's fine. Nash will take out 2 gold pieces and say, for the pair of them.
And what exactly are you going to do with them?
Help them get to an environment where they won't be as sickly.
They all kind of look at each other and goes, so you're going to jump on a boat, swim away from here, take them somewhere?
At some point, that is presumably the plan. I think our intention is to send them home where they came from.
The Blue Bonnie kind of leans over and goes, look, how about we cut out the middleman here? You pay us that, and we'll take the dinosaurs away. Somewhere safe, somewhere where they'll be happy and nice and warm. I don't plan on staying here for very long, after all.
Well, if we are, as you said, cutting out the middleman, and Nash and his shadow will both lean over. His shadow kind of casting as far as it can in like Skreg's line of sight to get his attention. It's just like, Skregry, I believe we have someone to speak with you, if you're not busy.
And this big hulking lizard man kind of just stands up. And I don't know how tall these guys are, but I'm assuming he's looking down at most of them.
Well, yeah, they're all sitting. They're not, like, standing. They're just relaxing in their chairs. Like, Blue Bonnie at this point has kind of leaned back with, like, her one leg crossed over the other and her arm on the chair. She's, like, kind of tilts her head at you and goes, "These yours, supposedly."
Stolen from me, they were.
Well, we paid money for them, so they're ours now. But, as I said, if you have more and want to get them out of here, we'd be happy to. As I said, we're not staying here long. We're going to go somewhere nice. A vacation. Somewhere hot. The other one of the guys goes, "Yes."
Could I do an insight check on Blue Bonnie real quick?
Go for it.
Thank you. Oh no, I forgot how to do this.
So yeah, load
Hold
up
on,
your
it's
sheet.
the hand. It's the hand, and then where's my?
It's actually should be on the left-hand side. There should be a perception.
Oh.
Because perception handles a lot of stuff in Pathfinder. Because, frankly, I think it's
Got it.
stupid that it's not in 5e. You know, why is it perception, investigation, and insight 3 different things?
Oh, it's all different. All right, got it. All right, so just insight. Hoya.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So with the 11, it's hard to get a read off this lady. She just seems kind of nonchalant. You don't get any weird vibes off of her other than the usual weird vibes of a pirate lady.
Greg is going to go and say, "Look, you got your 2 gold pieces, yes?"
The one woman snorts and goes, "That was for sitting with us."
Well, for talking to me, the cost is 2 tiny dinosaurs.
No.
Do I look like I'm joking?
You look like a fish out of water who doesn't quite know what he gets himself into, frankly.
Greg is going to look at the guy who has the dinosaurs in his coat, and he's going to say, "I think you're in a bit over your head. I understand you probably saw them, thought they were cold and alone, and
Yeah,
I
that's why
admit
they're
I
in my
should have
coat.
done."
That's why they're in my coat. I'm keeping them warm.
Well, I know how to feed them. I know a warm place they can go, and I'm sure I can get them back and healthy again. But you're gonna have to give them back, and I don't have Pickles, do you have any money? I'll pay you back later, I promise. I'm good for it.
Absolutely not. I have no money.
We spent all our money.
I spent all my money.
I've got money.
Oh. I'm good for it.
Look. What do you exactly plan to do with these dinosaurs? Once you've rounded them all up, you said you have a warm place for them. For how long?
What are you exactly going to do with them? Because from the sounds of it, you're going to pawn them off to some other merchant who's going to do God knows what with them, and then they'll be separated from their family, and they won't have a responsible owner. It'll just be chaos.
You don't think you've separated them from their family now? You brought them here.
I am their family.
Then why did you sell them?
Why do you care? Why do you care so much?
Because we bought them. They're ours now.
They were stolen from me.
All right.
Yeah, and we're giving you a better price for them. I don't understand how this is anything but good business for you. This seems like a really weird point to be stubborn about. You're getting more than your money back, and you're getting a potential problem with the lockkeepers off your hands. The lockkeepers already know that the dinosaur has been stolen. They'll be on the lookout for them. Wouldn't this just cause trouble for you if you were caught with them?
Trust
It seems like nothing but good business sense.
Trust me, the dinosaurs are the last thing that will get us in trouble if the lockkeepers find us. But
While they're talking, can Nash sense motive on the guy who has the dinosaurs in his coat for, like, why he has the dinosaurs?
yes, go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt. Fingies crossed. 18.
18. Let's have a look.
Ooh.
Yep. You can read this guy like a book. You think he just really wanted pets.
Aw.
So he's got them
Yeah.
snuggled up in his jacket, and he's like giving them little scritches, and he's getting really he's like making eye contact with Bonnie, like going, "Please, no, please, these are cute. I'd like them." And
I like him.
Skreg's gonna walk up to him and go, "Hey."
Hold on,
then he's gonna-
Nash made that roll. Nash doesn't.
Yeah.
Nash hasn't communicated
Alright,
yet.
alright.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. You're good.
but yeah,
Nash will, in fact, while Pickles is making his point, Nash will kind of motion for Skreg and say, if we could, a word, just a moment. Kind of pull him away a little bit.
Skreg is frowning.
Now, I understand that at face value, this is not a situation that you approve of, but I just have a few questions before we continue pressing this group. You came here and were selling the dinosaurs. Like, what was your purpose in selling them in the first place?
I wanted to find them responsible owners because I knew they wouldn't be safe if they stayed on Kupla Island.
Right. Just to play devil's advocate a bit here, is perhaps that not what we have found here?
Skreg's
know-
gonna look at the. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I know that the people who stole them did not have did not have good intentions in doing so, but these people did not steal them, they bought them, and at least to me appear to be taking responsible care of them.
Skreg is going to nod and then say to Nash, "I would like to have a talk with the man with the dinosaurs in his coat."
Of course.
Hey, you! And then Skreg's gonna walk. It's this guy, right?
yeah, the big guy with the big hat, and he
He's gonna
looks at you.
walk up to him like all intimidating, and then his demeanor will change completely, and then he's just gonna start giving all right, so here's how you feed them, and if you have to give them some chewed meat, and sometimes they like to go for walks. It is usually fine. You'll probably be able to keep them okay if you just keep them warm. What you're doing right now is good. But what I did is I would give them little scarves, and I would wrap them in the scarf, so especially for when they're sleeping. And then sometimes I would start a fire. And in my wagon, I had this little. It was called like a heat stone, where if you put it in a fire, you could put it, and it would retain heat for a long time. And then he just goes on and on.
Yeah,
with, pet
like-
care tips.
As you approach, he kind of brought the dinosaurs closer and looked a little standoffish. But the second you started giving him information, he relaxes and he's looks like he's thinking really intently on it. And it's at this point Bonnie leans over to Pickles and goes, "That's why I'm making a big stink of it. He needs this, I think. My crew, I gotta look after them, and if they want to have a pet, then I'll let them."
They're very good at catching rats.
Nash will sidle up beside Bonnie and Pickles and add, he does seem to be doing quite well with the two that he has. How would your crew feel about potentially 8?
Ooh. A whole platoon of dinosaurs. Oh, that would help us out quite well, I think. As long as they don't mind being on a boat.
I hear they're quite
How they got
trainable in the
here.
right hands.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, that was all I had. Go ahead.
They got here on a boat. They should be okay.
They got here on a raft that you brought.
Yes, I know. That's a boat.
They don't need to know that. That was
Boat.
another conversation. They weren't part of that conversation.
No, they
Exactly.
Great.
They weren't. I just wanted to bring that up. But yeah, she just kind of smiles and goes, "We'll be here till the end of the week. If you bring us more dinosaurs, then we'd be happy to make them part of the crew."
Why are you talking like that if we're being friendly? Well, like, you seem very... I know you've got, like, a reputation thing, but, like...
She kind of like smirks and goes, "This is just how I talk."
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, some people think they see my gruff voice and it's like, ooh, he's scary, but I'm not scary.
No, you're still a little scary. I mean,
I have big teeth.
You're also just big. Like, you have big everything, Skreg.
It is true.
We have 3 more that are in our possession that we can bring shortly. However, for the remaining 3, they remain missing. So, good sir, and he will look to the one who has the 2 dinosaurs in his coat and said, "Whatever information you can give us about where you got these 2 would be very helpful for us."
He nods and goes, "Well, I got these from Snaggletooth Jim."
Oh, that
That motherfucker.
guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
And then you see, like, Bonnie's face, like, turn into a frown at that. And goes, "You went to Snaggletooth Jim? That little fuck?" And she goes, he like puts his hands up and goes, "No, man, look, come on. Not all the river rats are completely terrible, but look at you." And she goes, "I'm not a river rat anymore." And I don't want you or the rest of the gosh darn team here to be doing any business with them ever again. I thought I made myself clear.
I feel like at this point, Pickles like finally notices her tattoo, and he's like, that would have been kind of a sticking point, had that been still true. So that's good, good.
I mean, I did notice it, but you can never jump to assumptions about tattoos. Quite permanent, aren't they?
They
Even if
are.
they
I can cover
It's
that up
not.
for you if you want.
Frankly, I need to get this covered up at some point, but maybe have it dead. Yes. I don't know. Something.
I know a guy.
You know a guy?
I know
Yeah, I
several
know a
guys.
I know a
I'm
guy who does
sensing
tattoos.
I'm sensing some bad blood between you and the river rats.
You could say that.
I also have bad blood. They stole my dinosaurs.
Well,
That's a given.
if they are the ones, you should be very careful.
Too late.
Frankly, I suggest you back off from the river rats. Get out while the getting's good, because if they put you in their targets, they will make your life hell.
No, well, then your friend would only have 5 dinosaurs, and we wouldn't want that.
It's up to you, of course.
We've promised 8.
But their leader, she doesn't care who you are. If you cross her, she'll slit your throat, stab you in the back, let you bleed out in the muddy ditch in the darkest swamp you can think of. Trust
Can we
me.
hear the leader's name? I think we heard
This is
the
a
leader's.
hypothetical.
Just a hypothetical, of course.
Is there a scar on her neck?
Name, I have it somewhere.
There is a bit, like, you squint and you do see a scar above the tattoos from her neck.
Ah,
The name we
Pride
have
is kinda just gonna-
Moore the Tempest.
the
Yeah.
Tempest. Okay.
Eden Moore the Tempest.
Huh. Well, Yeah, so we should be able to find you all here again if we have any other friends to drop off.
That's right.
Okay, well, pleasure both doing and not doing business with you, I suppose.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I guess we got other places to look, but we at least found a location of 2 of these little guys.
As I said, if you find any more, let me know. But we will be gone at the end of the week. As I said, we're going south. Somewhere tropical. I need a vacation.
Yeah, it seems like it from what you've described.
Greg also needs a vacation.
Well,
did we remember where Snaggletooth's gym was, or do they know where he is at the moment?
Wasn't it the black market?
It was the black.
Yeah.
You guys got him arrested.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's with the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a while.
Yeah, no worries. Snaggletooth Jim has been caught. You fought him in the dump.
When we encountered him, he had sold all of the dinosaurs. So I think based on what we've got here, it's safe to assume that this guy got the last 2. Otherwise, he would have more than 2 dinosaurs.
Right.
Yes.
So he likely sold. So we might actually need to go and interview Jim.
Yeah.
Didn't we try? I think we might have
Yeah.
tried to interview him.
You did, and he was like, I don't know who I sold them to.
Right. Okay.
And you asked him about the like keeping a ledger, and he's like, "That's stupid. This is illegal. I don't want a paper trail."
So I think our best bet is going to be like how we found these 2. We're just going to have to track them down.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Greg
We
will,
might. Sorry. Go ahead.
Greg will look to this man who found the dinosaurs and say, "Thank you, and I am sorry that I did not take care of them the way I should have, and I should have taken them south. But south was very far, and I probably would have not been let in because they don't like me."
Well, we plan on going a little further south than South Hollis.
Perfect.
The elves don't much care for us either, especially after our recent escapades. And one of the half orc starts laughing, and she goes, "Yeah, no, they probably hate that."
All right, then.
Yeah, I think we vamoose, and I guess our best bet is to go to other locations that we haven't been yet in the city.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to
On the
bring
way
up the
out-
clock again. Let's say
Oh.
a little bit of time has passed.
I think Sarah wanted to do something.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
go
yeah.
for it.
On the way out, Vaz is going to turn around and go, "That wasn't completely a lie about the opener. I am interested in your haberdashers. Your hats are lovely." And then she'll leave.
Yeah.
And you see like a self like gratifying smirk on her face, and as you're leaving, she goes, "I make them myself."
Ooh.
And door closes, and I think
As after the door closes, Pickle's gonna say, "It's good to have a hobby."
So talented.
and I think that's where we're going to take our break.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're back at Dinosaur Story.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right. So
That's the title of the episode.
We're back at Dinosaur Story.
Oh,
Yes.
shit. That's it.
Yep.
The SEO is going to be crazy because we're back is so hot right now.
Exactly.
All right, the what is going to be crazy?
SEO.
The SEO, search engine optimization.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because everybody's
Yeah.
looking for. We're back at Dinosaur
A
Story.
dinosaur story.
Mm-hmm.
God. I used to watch the movie all the time. Anyways. I think I'm recording. Am I recording? Did I press the button? I pressed the button. Okay.
I buzzed.
We're back. Back. So, you just left the Siren's Grotto. It's about half an hour later, so we're getting close to like 5:40-ish. Sun's starting to go down a little bit in the sky. It's not like setting, but it's definitely dipping. You see more drunk sailors outside now than there was when you first entered. Where would you like to go now?
Well, we haven't. I think it's safe to say that we're probably not going to get anything else in the docks and warehouses because we asked about the dinosaurs and people were saying like, "Oh yeah, the one to the Siren's Grotto." So
Yeah.
maybe we head towards we head around the outside to Fisherman's Alley and then into the market here, maybe.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. So you kind of start scooping around the side here. And you walk past the docks and you see people kind of wrapping up for the day, tying boats, getting people on. And you see a line still outside of this one building down below, and you see a big sign out front that says Customs House. People are clearly still working hard there. As you walk further down past everything else, you get to Fisherman's Alley. Fisherman's Alley is basically where all the fishermen come to sell their wares for the day. So it smells immediately strongly of fish. There is fish
Greg loved it.
all splayed out on what looks to be ice on little chunks, and you see this little guy at the corner churning out ice out of this little weird machine. This little halfling, he dumps this ice into there and pulls it out and starts putting it on the tables.
That's basically a snow cone machine.
Can I cast Detect Magic on that?
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah, Detect Magic.
Yeah. So you get a weird ping on it in that it's clearly enchanted to some degree, but it also seems to have a lot of mechanical parts to it. So there seems to be a cold rune inside of it.
Huh. Interesting.
Greg would like to look at this machine because he finds it very interesting.
Yeah, it's about the size of about half the size of this halfling as he turns the handle on it, and he looks over at you as he's dumping ice into a bucket and goes, Can I help you?
I was just admiring your wonderful machine.
Oh no, this ain't my machine. This is the alley's machine. We all use
That
it.
was it.
It was built by the folks over at the Iron Spells. Amazing individuals. They all kinds of creative inventions there.
May I try cranking it, please? It looks very fun.
All right, sure. And he hands you a bucket. He goes, though we'll need the ice for the fish so that they don't go bad.
Yes, sir.
And so
Greg will go get some ice and put it in the machine.
yeah, so you turn the crank and you see this blue light kind of on the inside of it light up the whole machine as it starts spitting out chunks of ice as you turn the crank.
It's like a snow cone machine.
Yeah, but bigger chunks of ice.
You don't need to provide anything. It just makes it.
Yeah.
Is there any is it hooked up to a well or is it just make it?
Yeah, and it's hooked up to an underground well here, and it pulls water up and then freezes it. And then out comes the chunks. You can't move it from this spot, though, so yeah.
Gotcha.
It's welded to the ground, I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
The adventures over at the Iron Spells are just so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to meet the Iron Spells. They seem interesting.
I thought he said eat, and I was like, Skreg.
No. That actually is heresy. Once they're dead, they're fair game, but if they're alive, it is heresy to eat them.
I'm glad that there's a line to be drawn there.
My, that's horrifying.
It is horrifying. I understand that my cultural customs are not entirely shared by everyone, but, it's kind of a It's like,
Them's the
we kinda-
breaks.
I get it. I get it. It's off-putting. That is the first thing I learned. Don't worry, it wasn't from experience. Someone just, told me.
We should go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
just
apologize for
awkwardly
making it
shuffles his
awkward.
feet and he dumps more ice onto the table as more
Taking
fishermen
off
come
another area of the city we can never go.
I'm sorry. Greg needs to read a book on social
yeah.
interactions.
you
It's
had...
me and the McDonald's all over again.
God.
God. Anyways,
We
yeah.
need to have money.
I guess cross the bridge to this market.
So as you start walking over the bridge, you like out of the corner of your eye, you do see some more pubs over in the corner and like another tall building. But you continue over the bridge here, and you wander in to this big, bustling market. You guys were down in the lower market before, but here there is way more people. Even as it starts to wind down, you see people in very expensive looking clothes, big hats, lots of finery, and as you're looking around, you spot that a lot of the like stalls that are popped up have imported goods, different spices that you wouldn't normally see here, artisan bracelets and stuff. And
Pickles will sort of lean over and ask, go, boy, the haberdashery market in the city has got to be crazy.
We should find a hat for Vaz, don't you think?
But yeah, as you're like walking through this market, you can't help but notice in the center of basically this big circle is this huge castle that just dwarfs the entire island here.
Ow.
We want to try and maybe do some tracking to see if we can pick up anything.
Mhm.
Tracking, or you could use society to poke around, ask people for stuff.
Oh, true.
Oh, I'm gonna do that one.
I am anti-proficient in society, so
I am not a tracker, but I am a social boy.
I'm
Yeah.
also social.
I'm a track. That's survival check, right?
If you're just tracking, survival, yes. Society.
Got it. Society.
So yeah, Creek.
Society.
With your role, you kind of look around, and this place has got so many people that you can't pick out anything.
Oh, it's like overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. You see a lot of footprints, but they all like are overlapping each other. There's no clear pattern. And even when you think you found something, it gets like this little tiny rat folk appears suddenly and is like sweeping, and suddenly it's gone as they sweep up what you were looking at.
They're too good at their job. Curses.
And yeah, Creek, you poking around, you kind of get distracted instantly because there is so many pretty things here.
You mean Vaz?
Vaz, yeah.
Or
I meant Vaz.
Oh.
as is indeed a privilege.
Because she rolled a 15. She is like, you are enraptured by all the stuff around. This is what you're used to seeing when you went to like the one street in your hometown that actually sold stuff like this. Because that's where you would primarily shop being a noble. But around here, this whole section is like that. Fancy goods. And just everything catches your attention. And you get a little bit distracted to the point where you kind of wander into one store, and it immediately, as you like step through the doorway, lights burst up, and there's this loud sound that goes beep, 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 beep. And you see like someone at the counter kind of like tilt over and goes, leave. You don't have enough money to shop here.
Damn, all right.
We are not here to shop. We are here to sell.
And then you
this
hear
is just Vaz.
You hear an almost like an automated voice coming from the door going, insufficient funds, insufficient funds.
Oh my god, this is like New Vegas when you're trying to get into the strip.
And yeah, you leave that store. But we'll go back to Nash. As you start poking around, you start chatting with some folks that are kind of hanging around in the corner. They're like on their break. And they go, dinosaurs? Like little tiny chickens without wings? And then one guy goes, yeah, I think I saw one. Yeah. The old Pale Wit. I think he bought some. Why would Pale Wit buy them? He's a little brat. Why? He can't take care of shit. And he goes, huh? Maybe he was planning to giving it to Olympia? Oh, Olympia. That woman. She does love her oddities. And as they're like talking amongst themselves almost like in this conversation that you prompted, you remember that there was a Creek had mentioned in the ledger. I don't remember if you translated it. I know that we did. We looked through and started to decode it. You remember that name, Olympia Smythe.
Did I write that down? Hold on.
I'm pretty sure we had this information at least. I hope
that sounds so familiar. I'm just looking. I don't think I wrote that one down, but I've heard that
The
name.
name is definitely familiar.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I'm half worried I gave away something that was in my brain that was positive was
definitely
there.
heard that name.
Cool. But yeah, you remember that name, Olympia Smythe, and how in the ledger that several items were given from the river rats to her for money. She is...
Oh, I lied. I did write it down. Haha.
Yeah. Indicating she is a frequent customer of the river rats. But as you're like talking, they do point to Pale Wit's store down the road, which I will mark on the map here.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Zerkadon Pale Wit.
Not to be confused with pale length or pale depth.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy looks classy.
He looks classy, and
He's... Go ahead, sorry.
yeah, he is the head clerk here at Hans Boutique, and he is. You come up to this store, and it is just stuffed full of really expensive looking shit behind the counter, but it seems to be a little haphazard in what is sold here. But he looks prim and proper and has his hair neatly coiffed, big glasses, and he's holding onto like a ledger as he's going through and making notes.
Is he halfling or?
He is a half elf. He's just a little pudgy.
Okay. I was trying to determine based on the ears.
Yeah, he is taller than a halfling. He is a half elf, but he is of the pudgier persuasion.
Okay, and of Hans Boutique?
Yes.
Got it.
But yes, as you approach, it's a pretty fancy looking place, but its actual like contents are all over. They seem to be some kind of import store.
Pickles will will keep Skreg and I think he and Skreg and Creek he's gonna have us be outside like looking around and kind of seeing if we can watch for anything else. going on around while Vaz and Nash do their business.
All right.
Greg seems like really upset that he keeps alienating people.
Aww.
Poor guy. But yeah, like most of you stick out like sore thumbs in this area. That lots of rich folks. But yeah, who's entering into the store?
I think me and Vaz.
Okay.
I think we
Yeah.
determined upon.
So yeah, you enter through the door. There's a fancy little jingle as you enter. Like not a bell, but like almost like a do 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 do. And he like looks up from his notebook and goes, "Can I help you?"
Well, we're certainly hoping you can.
All right. He carefully walks in, and he's like looking at Nash, then looking at you, and goes, What is that?"
That's my friend Tenacity.
Looks like a black hole.
Oh, ha, yes, I get that quite often.
Vaz looks scandalized.
Quite. Now, what do you want?
We heard tell that you purchased some dinosaurs.
Roll me insight. I mean, sense motive. Roll me that perception.
Yeah.
May I also roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Character sheet. Perception. Hooey.
Oh yeah. This is easy peasy for both of you. You like immediately see his eyes like dart to the cash register basically, and like the table, or basically the front desk area, and then back to you, and you see like a tiny bit of sweat already forming on him. He goes, "What? No, I don't know what you're talking about."
Oh, well, darn. Could have sworn. Well, if we have no other business here, I'm just going to look around a bit. And he's just kind of wander.
If you have no business, then you should leave. Leave. Yes, you should.
Is this not a store? Do you not sell wares?
Not to riffraff. Now, please leave.
Riffraff? I'll have you know I'm of the... I always keep forgetting my fucking hometown name. I'll have you know I'm of the...
All good.
of the Dankovskis. Hardly riffraff.
What? No, you're not. No. Please leave, all of you. No, store's closed. We're done. And roll me like intimidation, Vaz, or whatever you feel is best. But this feels like intimidation.
Intimidation's good.
Oh!
Sideways.
Nope, you got 2 hero points.
You got 2 hero points. Do it.
I do. Kia.
There you go.
All right, much
That's better.
better. Yeah, with that he like stops dead and goes, the nobility. Yeah, what can I help you with? As he's like keeping an eye on Nash at the same time, trying to like keep a really false smile on his face.
Eyes on me. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Nash is just kind of
Where are
like
the dinosaurs.
perusing the
Sorry.
shelves.
Yeah. Man, you see all kinds of strange things, Nash. You see, like, a big breastplate and a musical instrument and a mask. But, like, you look at the price tags and everything is, like, at least 20,000 gold. There's, like, one thing you, like, look at a tag and the cheapest thing you see here is, like, 13,000 gold.
He remains unfazed by this and just continues looking, and for now is staying within sight.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. May I help you?
The dinosaurs, darling.
No, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. And at this point, you see like something rustling behind the counter. You're like, well, you hear it, I should say.
Yeah.
And he like scrambles to the front desk and like kind of like leans up against it. He goes, "I don't know what."
Does he take his eyes off Nash when he does this?
He does.
Nash is gone.
Nash is gone. Natural 20. Here we go. He is too busy focusing on Vaz and kind of getting between her and the front desk.
Baz is just going to slowly just walk towards him. Darling, your glasses and hair are too smart for you to be acting this stupid. I'm no fool.
He
Where are
like
the dinosaurs.
bites his lip and looks down and goes, "Look, you're not gonna turn me into the lawkeepers, are you? Look, I wanted to get Olympia something for her birthday. It's coming up, and you know, if you don't get her something, she puts you on the list. You don't want to be on the list."
No. You never want to be blacklisted. But
But
I'm sure you can find her something much better.
She really likes dinosaurs. I don't know why, but she does. She has a collection, you know. But no, the lawkeepers won't do anything about it. They won't. They can't. Don't even think about bringing it up with them. They'll just ignore you.
I'm not after your darling Olympia. I'm after what you have behind you. And that's all.
Come on. I bought them fair and square.
You know, I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah, go for it. While you're thinking, what's Nash doing?
Yeah.
Is there a way around to get to the counter, like behind the counter?
Yeah, you can sneak with that natural 20. You are behind the counter.
Yeah.
You kind of like slurp into the shadows and like get down low. And you see a basket back there with blankets wrapped up the remaining dinosaurs. They are, one's kind of like squirming in its sleep, and that seems to be of what made the noise, and the other two are sound asleep. I think that's it. There's 3 left?
Yes.
Yeah, so all 3 of them are in there.
All right, Nash is just standing back there watching.
All right.
Vaz cannot resist flicking her eyes to him and smirking. You and I both know that there are things more precious in this world than money and the things that we buy with it.
No,
Are these dinosaurs
actually.
worth that?
Money's everything. What are you talking about?
Vaz just takes it like another step and is just uncomfortably close to him and just smiling very calmly. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
And he like turns this like bright red as you get way close to him. Ma'am, please, no.
Can I kind of like jerk my head, like, because I know that I see Nash.
Yeah.
Can I kind of jerk my head to like try and get him to be like, see if you can get out of here with these while I've got his attention on me?
Yeah. I think that'll be like a stealth to try and not like do that while this guy's in your face. / vice versa, you're in his face. You've got his whole attention,
try that.
basically.
I have another hero point if I fuck it up.
Yeah.
Nope, I didn't fuck it up.
You got a 22. Good job. Yeah, no, you have his entire attention. He does not even see when you move your hand to do the little flick motion, because you are, like, right in his face.
Nash just gives a nod, and he's going to very carefully try to retrieve the basket.
All right. I think I'm going to get another stealth check from Nash to scoop up these dinosaurs.
Yeah.
He's aided, or
Yeah, because because Vaz has his complete attention. We'll add a +2 to that, so that will be an 18. So that is a success. You scoop them up and start heading out the door, and you hear that little jingle again. And, like, at this point, that does catch the guy's attention as he looks, but you're already gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks back at Vaz and goes, "Come on, please. I'm going to get in so much trouble if this gets out."
My lips are sealed. And she'll just turn and walk away.
And you hear him, like, collapse against the desk as you leave. As a little diddle-diddle-diddle happens again as you leave.
Pickles has been, because Bastard, I imagine, has been, like, yet again with Vaz. Pickles has just been watching this and just impressed. Just...
Nash walks outside with a basket full of dinosaurs and just kind of looks at Pickles and says, 50,000 gold for this Atalassian finger trap. Can you imagine? Just keeps going.
The economy is in shambles.
You never shop at an import store down by the docks. That's one of the first rules of doing any sort of shopping.
Greg is very concerned about the state of inflation.
Yeah, Nash, from your, like, initial sweep here, you got the idea that, yeah, this is the expensive district. This is where all the pricey stuff is, and mostly because it is right around this castle here, which is basically the seat of government for the entire area.
Mm-hmm.
This is where, like, governing people, like, go to, like, just burn money, basically.
Yeah, they go and burn money here and then go back to work in the big building, which is considered the guild hall, but at some point, this was clearly a castle meant to be sieged.
By the proletariat at this rate.
It from back when this was a kingdom and not a country run by guilds. But that is history that you might not know, so we will skip that for now.
Haha.
We got all the dinosaurs, guys!
Yeah, we did!
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Skreg, you check on the dinosaurs, and they're warmer than some of the other ones, but they also don't look great. They're a little sickly.
might be-
Will put a
Go ahead.
bunch of pre-chewed meat in the basket. Just a disgusting glob of pre-chewed meat.
Gross.
It might actually behoove us to go and try and find, like Skreg had mentioned, that like a heat stone, like some sort of thing like that to help them out.
Full disclosure, I made that up without getting any approval from Leanne. So if that's not a real thing, that's fine.
I Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I would say because runes are a thing here, we could apply like a heat rune to a rock, and that would be probably something that you could buy in a store. But if you buy it here, it's very expensive because this is the expensive district.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I reckon actually where we should go might be near the iron spells, perhaps.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to buy a little space heater for the little dinosaurs.
So you do like a big circle around the island and pass by the big lighthouse with the big stone arch, which there's a little plaque here that indicates that this is what Horizon's Gate was named for. This is a big stone gate, basically, that they put the lighthouse in the middle of, and it looks out onto the horizon. You walk around there, around the other side, and you get to basically another bridge that heads back over, and I just wanted to check in right now with Katie. When should we quit for you?
Oh, yeah. So I have another hour.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you needed like time before.
Oh yeah. Thankfully I work at 1 my
Okay.
time, and so that's in 2 hours. So
Cool.
I'm okay.
I wasn't
Oh,
sure.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was an hour earlier, and I was like, "Do you need an hour to get ready?"
Oh no, yeah. I usually do. So thank you.
Yeah. Cool. I wasn't sure, so we can keep going.
Yeah, we're
then.
good. We're good on time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I do have something else if we want to keep going, but I didn't want to cut it off, or if you needed to go,
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so yeah, you walk across the bridge and you find yourself back again in front of the law keepers, and right next to a big one of the guard houses basically on the bridges here. You can see the training school that you kind of passed when you went to the pub earlier. And basically on your right, you see this huge clock tower that is chiming away as we hit 6 o'clock.
Quick check-in on the quest. Like, I know that we had only picked up... We didn't turn in the quest from Evis yet, did we?
Specifically, no. You went to her and she paid you. But you didn't mark it off at the guild.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that we had a couple other quests that we were looking at, but I can't remember what all we had there because we could only technically pick up the one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we can check that when we go back. That's actually a good question. So what do we want to do with these? Do we want to... I don't know if we want to give them to the pirates right away because it might be difficult for them to like, keep all of them on the down low at once.
Well,
maybe
Levi's
we could...
taking care of some of them, right?
Yeah, maybe we could leave them with Levi and then just let the pirates know that we have them when we'll, bring into them, closer to time so it's easier for them.
Yeah.
I think this heat stone or whatever that Skreg was mentioning might be useful in the meantime. Still,
Yeah.
Levi out.
Well, my
He's got
card
so
was
much on
stolen,
his hands
so we need
already.
to get a new one.
Yeah. So, well, maybe we head back to the guild, drop these off, or should we? I'm not sure what we should do. Whether we should bring them with us or drop them off.
I think that should be our first step, is to drop them off so that we're not, walking around with a basket of dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Yes.
The night air can't be good for them.
it's true. Yeah, let's go back and see Levi.
All right. So you turn the corner here, walk past the pub, which is starting to get people, and as you hit the Horizons walkers, you hear that telltale sign of the airship coming back into dock.
Ooh.
And it flies overhead and lands at the airship dock as you reach the Horizons Walkers Guild. And you enter in there. And sure enough, you see a couple of campaigners hanging around looking at the different boards in there. And you see Levi at the desk scribbling away at something. Pausing for an uncomfortably long time on something before going back to scribbling.
I feel like unless we had more that we wanted to do as far as we need to turn on the quest, but I feel like first business and maybe we bring the basket to Levi and just sort of explain the situation to him under our breath,
Yeah.
just kind of let him know that hey, we have somebody who can take care of these dinosaurs and give him a good home.
So you found someone going south, I guess? They'll be much better off down there. I hear just south of the Elven country, there's a whole area just full of dinosaurs. I've never been there myself.
Greg would like to go there someday. It is probably the same as the old Empire.
I hear Dr. Kia's from there.
Oh.
Apparently, despite all the dinosaurs around, something that you don't really see anywhere else. But there's also no magic. It just doesn't work there for some reason. So all the people there had to rely on science.
Well, that sounds like a place I should never go ever.
Yeah.
And I can't see us heading that way in the future.
Well, it is awfully far away. The people there are nice, though, if not a little judgy about magic.
I noticed that from my interactions with the doctor.
They seem to think it's like cheating or something. I don't know.
Well, I have my opinions about alchemy, but I'll keep those to myself.
Of course. And he, like, at this point, he has taken the dinosaurs and puts the basket behind the counter, and you can kind of see that the previous dinosaur curls up into the basket as well. So they're all like this cozy bread roll situation.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'll hold on to these for now. And you completed that task for Abyss, it sounds like. She sent me a ping. As he, like, holds out his hand and, like, a butterfly, like, erupts out of it and then poofs. He goes, yeah, she sends these.
Huh.
She's a little eccentric, but I've seen worse from the Empire. She at least, doesn't act like a dick.
You're very diplomatic, aren't you?
I try. But, I've worked with a lot of strange folks around here. There's also a reason I'm no longer in the field.
Fair enough. Do we want to pick up another one off the board then? When this one's been marked off?
Yeah, more quests.
Yeah, let me
Keep one in our
find
pocket.
find where the rest of them are, because I know I wrote them down somewhere. I had them
Oopsie.
written down. Is it in this queue thing? Nope, not there. Bar session start. It's been a hot minute, and I meant to make like a thing for this, and I didn't. Whoa.
Oops.
Nope, that's not it.
What did we get from Ebis, by the way? Like, I know it was gold. Does anybody remember much?
It was gold. I don't remember how much. It was a chunk.
I'll go re-listen and find it later.
Yeah.
It was just the one thing I forgot to write down.
Yeah, 1 second. I don't know where this is. Is it in here?
Looks like distributed 24 gold each from mission gold to all of us.
Yeah, that's probably it.
We got more gold, nice.
Well, you spent it.
I mean, we spent it all, yeah. I spent it all, at least.
I also spent it all.
I
Do we get more from
didn't.
this mission, or I'm not entirely sure what happened?
No, I think we just get good boy points with the Horizon Walkers.
Here we go. But yes, there was 2 other things on the board here. There was one from Gabriel Dumont. A shiny pendant of his has gone missing. Last saw it, he was browsing the upper market for spices. And then Dr. Kia, who needs a rare medical herb to finish her new medicine. The Sailor's Salvation, which is found along the coast. However, the Iron Spells might have some, but she hasn't had time to check.
Well, we're gonna go to the Iron Spells anyways, right?
Yeah, do we want to... Yeah, we might as well, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
And
Okay, yeah.
I'm just going to do a thing here.
How dare you do a thing?
Because you came back and... Oop, not... 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we missing somebody? We're missing Baz. Where's Baz?
Who knows?
She's on
Over on the left by the docks and warehouses still.
She never moved. There we go. I'm going to sign some experience points for what has happened.
Yay!
Yeah.
So we found all the dinosaurs, and you reported in to Levi. And so I'm going to do 30.
Because you found all the dinosaurs, your relationship rank with Skreg is increased.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Skreg will remember that.
Sign.
Skreg would share his food with you.
Add all.
Hell yeah.
And that should be everybody get a little bit of experience. All right.
Alright.
Now.
We're halfway there. Next level. Woo.
Woohoo, we're halfway there. But yeah, those are the two things on the board still. And yeah.
Yeah, I know it's late, but let's head to maybe grab this and head to the Iron Spells.
Give me 1 second. Foundry froze.
Oops.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't like that I got experience.
Oh, of course.
How dare you?
Foundry, no.
34 experience
Okay,
points.
I'm good.
Slam that door.
Forgot how hot the innkeeper was. God damn it.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Gabrielle's a cutie.
he's
Gotta get those two boys together.
Who's this lad over here?
Me.
Just verifying we're at 500 experience now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm only at
But yeah, that guy over there, that's the innkeeper from the roadside inn.
Yeah, that's... Hold on, I do have his name.
I only have 470.
yeah,
Should I have 500?
Hudson Sanders.
I think Skreg didn't get him because he missed a session. I want to say.
I mean, he was there for that session, but I can assign him the extra missing stuff. Something must have gotten messed up along the way. But yeah, you should be at 500. So, 1 sec. No, not quick. We're going to assign it to Skreg. Skreg. Assign EXP. Okay, cool. Just tested something with the PNG tuber as well, because I set the states to my number pad, and so when I was typing in the first time, it changed the PNG tuber while I was typing in the experience. But if I use the other, if I type in the numbers from the top of the keyboard, it doesn't change it. It's only the number pads. So
We are at halfway to level 2. That's exciting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so we are accepting the quest from... Was it Dr. Kia who needed her?
Yeah.
And we're heading to the Iron Spells to get a hot rock and this weed for her.
Yeah.
What was the weed called?
It was called it's Sailor's Salvation.
Sailor's Salvation. Gotcha.
The weed is not called weed.
Sure that it is not the other kind. 'Cause
Sorry, I'm full of beans.
It's okay. I was just looking it up as you said it, and my brain stopped. But yeah, you make your way past the law keepers, past that big clock tower that's ticking away. You see the people are now like filing out of the airship dock, busy going this way and that. And you get to the Iron Spells Guild, which is this huge building with lots, like it's 2 floors, but it's pretty wide. And there is, as you approach, you see strange creatures walking towards you from the guild house, kind of going one side to the other, clunk, 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 clunk. as they approach, you realize that they are these golden goblinoid type things. They look like they're made out of metal. And they're just clumping along past you.
Hello there, kind sir.
Greetings.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
Greetings.
We're gonna be here forever. Can we?
We want to get stuck in the loop here. Let's not.
Are we? Is there any problem with us heading to the guild house? We have some business.
Please proceed.
Goodbye.
Okay. Like we were going that way anyway.
And these creatures seem to keep clumping past you towards down the street. And you get to the door and open it, creak. And Pickles, you are immediately greeted by the smells that are familiar to you of your home.
Crap.
This like alchemic smell in the air, and you can kind of taste iron.
I was afraid of this.
And as you enter it, there's like this front gate, front area that's kind of gated off, and you can kind of peek in, and you see this huge alchemy lab back there, with stairs going up, and you see like a little explosion back there, but people standing around don't seem to be that bothered by it, and like a little rain cloud appears and puts the fire out, and you walk up to the front desk here, basically, and there's a big bell.
Pickles is going to take a deep breath, steel himself, and he'll ring the bell.
You go ding, and you can hear that hitting that button kind of rings out throughout the whole building, and you hear, yeah, here, I'm coming, and you see, like, you hear, like, the sound of something crunching across the floor, like, and somebody climbs up, probably on a stool, you can't really tell from here, and pokes their head up as you spot this little green-skinned goblin with a purple mohawk and this blotchy chemical burn basically on their face as they look down and go, what do you... Oh my god. She rolls
Oh, even better.
Well, if it isn't Pickles.
Don't get too excited.
Nash had been furiously writing and doing some sketches in his journal, taking notes of those fascinating mechanical goblins outside, and he will finally turn his attention at this immediate tension between the two of them and just kind of like snap the book shut and put it away. Oh, you know each other.
Oh.
Let's just say I didn't leave home on the best of terms.
Great. More people.
Hello.
Hello. What do you want?
Everybody, this is Blitzy. She's also from Camp on Pinkwater.
It's
Hi, Betsy.
not a pleasure to meet you, but what do you want?
I am in need of some specific items that I was informed your associates here might have for us. Understand that I interact with you and your associates under duress at this point, but we have need of your services.
We'd like a heat stone, please.
The hate stone. That's easy enough to whip up. But let's have a look. She is at this point distinctly ignoring Pickles, like not looking at him. She is only looking at everybody else.
Greg has this like giant goofy grin on his face.
I need to look something up. Whoop. Just one sec. Foundry's having a conniption, it looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Foundry kind of.
I tried to move my token and it froze on me again, so I'm
Yeah,
just
I refreshed and it is not
Yeah,
working.
I tried to move the map.
Yeah.
It was like,
Oh no!
Foundry!
All right, gonna give it
Ish,
a quick
Foundry
refresh here
down.
on my end because
Yeah.
I love Foundry, but it also is dependent on the server that you have.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Foundry's like, you're moving around the map too much. Calm down.
Calm down.
Simmer down.
Yeah.
Don't get crazy.
All right. Have a bus in place. Oh, no.
It's not up for me now.
Yeah, we'll probably just need to give it a sec.
Yeah, it needs a second to refresh.
We
Besides,
can do Theater of Mind,
Theater of
I
Mind.
think.
Yes, but I am also looking something up at the moment.
Fair enough.
In the meantime, yeah, it's Blitzy.
Fire. Fireball rune. Yeah. So she kind of like is frowning as she like flips through this giant book that's at the front here. Excuse me. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Property
Bless
rules.
you in advance.
That's what I'm looking at. See if there's anything in here. No, this doesn't help me. 1 second. I'm gonna bring up the compendium.
So who's Blitzy?
We will find out.
Fire.
Oh, a heat stone is actually a specific item.
Oh, look at that. Well,
It is 20 gold pieces. Oh no, wait, this is first edition, my bad.
yeah, no, there isn't one in here, but that sounds like a good enough thing for me.
You want me to link it in chat?
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, she basically like goes, okay, to apply a heat property rune onto a rock, keep things warm. That'd be about 20 gold.
While we're in negotiations, how much would a bundle of Sailor's Salvation run us?
Sailor Salvation. Let me just check. You don't move. And she like hops down, she starts walking and starts looking towards the there's a big cabinet in the back just completely full of stuff, and she pulls out a little ladder and starts rolling on it, checking everything in this one section. And while she's gone, you see another like mechanical goblin kind of like boop, 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 come out and kind of stand at the gate that would lead back there. And it seems to be guarding the gate now that Blitzy's away from the front here.
Okay, how are we for money-wise?
I think she's a goblin too.
Yes, Skreg, well spotted.
Greg.
Do we have enough for the heat stone?
Spent all my money on this magic stick.
I have 1 gold to contribute.
I can cover the heat stone.
Okay, you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Promise I will pay you back.
Anyway, I'll explain later. Long story short, Blitz and I used to roll together. We were friends when we were kids. My endeavors in the field of arcane didn't perhaps sit well with most people in my town, but particularly Blitzy. I think she took it kind of as a bit of a personal betrayal. I don't know why, though, because I've always been shit at alchemy.
No, why either. Magic is magic.
Well, sooner we get out of here, the better.
Whether it's dirt magic or word magic. You do word magic.
As you like finish your sentence, you see Blitzy on this ladder like reach over a little too far. She grabs something off the table or the cabinet, but like loses her footing, and she slips. But you immediately see almost like a blink. That suddenly there's this huge orc man underneath her, and he catches her.
Pickles was going to save her, and then he
Sorry.
stops. No, yeah, you're good. Like I like this better. Like he was going to like intervene, but like seeing that somebody else had got it, he just kind of like acts like he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, and this orc seems to be wearing like a lab coat with like an apron over top, these big rubber gloves. He's got slick back hair, and he's really gruff, and he goes, "You must be careful," and puts her down gently, and she goes, "Thank you, guild leader. Thank." And she scampers off towards the front. She looks a little embarrassed as she puts stuff down. Okay, so we got some of these. We got some of these.
Where do you work out?
What?
No, the big guy. He's asking the big guy.
As you're like saying that, the man stops and like looks at you and goes, I don't. What? I work here. I work. And he like points towards the alchemy stuff. I do good work.
How much is this all gonna come to?
Alright, so we got couple things of Sailor's Salvation plus the stone. That probably comes to be about 40 gold total.
40? For some herbs?
No, 40 for the heat stone and some herbs.
Still a lot.
Look, Sailor's Salvation isn't cheap. It's not. It doesn't grow like all the places. Like, come on, this is really potent stuff. This is the best stuff in the city. You have to go like out of the city, down the street, and then like flock around in the mud for like hours to find anything like this. And it wouldn't be half as potent.
Nash had
We'll get paid
meltdown.
back for our. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, Vaz is like, I'm sure we'll be repaid for our efforts. I don't mind covering that. The herbs.
All right, cool.
Nash had been kneeling in front of the next mechanical goblin that had shown up, doing some more notes and sketches, and he'll put them away and just like, yes, I agree. We are simply the middleman here. We'll be repaid for our efforts, and he'll front the 20 gold for the heat rock.
All right.
Yeah, and Vaz will get the herb.
Cool.
You fucking herb.
You can have my share for this mission because I owe you for the heat stone.
She gleefully scoops up your money. There's like this big wide smile on her face with showing all of her little pointy teeth and goes, hey. And you hear the orc go, Blitzy. Yes, guild leader. Money goes in the till. Yes, sir. And she gently opens up this till that goes ding ding, and she puts the gold in there, and it like, as you're looking at this little box, like a number appears on top of it. With every gold that she puts in, it goes up one, and then she closes it.
Sorry.
You go.
I would like to sense motive on Blitzy to see if she's screwing us.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Sorry.
All good.
21.
21. You've known Blitzy basically your whole life. And you know that when it comes to matters of money, that she loves money. She loves it a whole lot. But you don't think she's screwing with you. Especially, like, you kind of tilt your head, and with your eyes, you can kind of see the ledger on her paper there, and the numbers do match up to what she said.
Okay. Pickles will not say anything. Are we gonna need to wait around for the rock, or is that did she provide have the rock here with us, or do we need to wait for that?
You need to wait. So she kind of like shuffles the money away and says, all right, boss lady will be here to fix this in a minute. And she kind of sits on the stool, kicking her legs a bit, but still not making eye contact with you, Pickles. And sure enough, you see from the second story comes down this woman with frizzy red hair. Biggest, puffiest red hair. And she's got, like, this tan skin. She's wearing overalls, basically. And she comes down and goes, all right, we need something enchanted. Let's go. And
Love her.
The orc comes over and goes, here, I got you the rock. And goes, thank you, Mazron. Thank you. And she sticks it down, and you begin to see her basically scribing this rock in with like a soldering iron that is spewing out like this ruby substance into it.
I love it.
And she carves into this rock this intricate rune, and as she finishes, it like sparks basically for a second and starts to glow this light red. She goes, another job well done. Yes, it was very good work, Bernice. All right. I'm going to bed. Good night. And she hands the rock to the orc and goes back upstairs. He comes over.
Bernice, you have very vibrant plumage.
I think I will take that as a compliment. Good night.
It is a compliment.
And off she storms upstairs, and Mazron kind of like comes over and gently puts the rock down and goes, thank you for coming to our guild. It is kind of a holiday today for most folks here, so they are not working. Something about the god of the forge. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
I think they're lying to me, because I checked, and the holiday is not this month.
Oh.
But maybe they just wanted the day off. So it's just us and, like, Franklin over there, and you turn and there's, like, a turtle man back there working away at something.
Leanne.
Bearing just Leanne.
Anyways. I was trying to make an excuse for why the guild leaders were here. And not their underlings.
Pickles isn't complaining.
Anyways.
Anyway, goodbye, and Pickles will scoop up the rock in his hand and leave.
Blitzy will still not make eye contact with you and doesn't even say goodbye, but Mazron goes, thank you, goodbye. And then you
Bye, thank you.
as you start to head out, you hear him, like, nudging her, basically, and going, you need to be better with the customers, because I'm not good with the customers. But you're the front desk. And she goes, I don't want to talk to him. And then, like, the door closes.
Pickles will continue walking, kind of like not really realizing whether people were behind him or not for a bit, and then like when he gets to like the like a sort of a crossroads, he'll stop and then realize that he just kind of stormed out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We should take this back to Levi and then go bring those herbs to the doctor.
Yes.
All right.
Just to get out ahead of any of it, I don't want to talk about it too much right now.
Okay. You tell us when you're ready, or not at all, even.
It's just, it's not, there's not much to tell, and it's not really a nice story.
It's okay.
It's alright.
All right. So, you make your way back to the Horizon Walkers, drop off the rock. Levi gets it nice and snugly in with the basket. And the Velociraptors look a little better now that they're kind of cozy down there, but they still look tired.
Yeah.
And they just kind of hang out on the rock for a bit. And I should extend the clock because it's been a little bit. Went and talked to them. Went that way.
Yeah, I reckon probably after we do this stuff for the doctor, it's probably going to be
Yeah, end of day.
calling the day for us, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you head back over to the Riverside Hospital as the sun starts to sink over the horizon.
Horizon's Gate.
Yeah. You can see it from where you're standing, even as you walk across like the river here. You can see the sun go right between where the big gate is on the island.
Oh,
You can
okay.
see that's
Horizon.
yeah. You can see it like
Greg
it,
gets it now.
it shines through perfectly, or it would have if there wasn't a big lighthouse there.
Yeah, wait, hey, what the fuck?
And it kind of like engulfs this lighthouse in the glow, but when you were over there, you kind of got the impression that the lighthouse is a newer structure than the actual stone gate.
And to be clear, is it like within the... under the map is a little bit loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
Is it within the arch itself? So, like...
Yeah.
Like, it's entirely encompassed, so it's not in front of... Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get it to work on the map builder program, but yeah, that's the idea, is that the lighthouse is in the center of this gate.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting, because that leaves kind of like a... This is a random comment. Like, leaves kind of like a couple blind spots for... So, like, the reason they put the lighthouse there is for... It must be very specific, I'd reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the doctor.
And so you enter into the Riverside Hospital, poke up, and sure, one of the receptionists takes you to Dr. Kia, who is in that little room that you were in before, the little operation or clinic room. And she's writing away at like a little tiny desk. It is still pretty cramped in there from when you were there. Oh, yes.
I realized I'm hurt again. I came back and I'm all fucked up again.
And she looks at you all and goes, "Oh, are you in need of medical assistance? Again? You certainly do look a little, here." And she, like, starts to gather her bandages before even...
No, I think we're okay. We're probably going to be calling it a day here and stuff. It's nothing that, a good night's rest probably won't help. We just you had a job that, you asked the Horizon Walkers, and we thought we'd, make good on that.
You're here about that. Yes, the Sailor's Salvation.
Yeah, who's got that? I think Vaz has that, or who has that?
I think Vaz
Yeah,
has it.
Basil handed over with a smile.
Ah, yes. Well, did you find this down by the shore, or did you purchase this?
Purchased.
Ah, yes. And then she like digs out 20 gold and goes, "Here you go. This will cover that at least. The rest I already paid to the Horizon Walker, so when you check in with them, they will pay you the remaining fee."
Okay. What is nah. Never mind.
Pardon?
I was just curious about what this stuff is, but I just realized I wouldn't know much about. I don't have much of a head for that anyway.
Oh, yeah. I can tell you at least what it's for. It helps cure a certain kind of disease that folks can pick up in cities when they're too stuck together. A lot of people in the lower wards tend to get this kind of fungal infection from sharing baths.
Oh.
It can easily turn very uncomfortable. So that's what this is for. They call it the Sailor's Salvation because on its own it can actually help with lots of water fungi infections. So mixing it with this can overall help all people in different ways. It can turn into an ointment.
Greg, when he hears like that it's like a tropical fungus or whatever, or like a fungus that appears in very moist climates. I'm imagining he has like some experiences with those that are not
Yeah,
fun.
and like we've previously established that he knew what this was under a different name, and it's probably because his people would use it for that kind of moist fungal infection.
Hypothetically, could I roll a nature check to see if Skreg knows how to make this?
Yeah.
Or like, but even if he doesn't know how to make it, it's like sort of knows, like he could in a pinch. Because I imagine we're going to be doing a little traveling later.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I imagine for the actual stuff, you might need to get into like crafting with that.
Yeah, that would
Well,
be
I
crafting.
am proficient in crafting.
Yeah, but you.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm also proficient in both medicine and nature, though, so I'm just going to roll medicine.
Yeah.
No, he skipped. Well, if he
Yeah.
knows what it is, he's not really sure how to make it. I imagine.
Skreg would know how to just take the actual herb itself and rub it on you. He wouldn't know how to make the kind of cream that she makes that makes it more potent.
Mm-hmm. Would Skreg be able to get that like recipe?
Yeah, you could ask.
How do
Yeah,
you
because
make
there's. Go ahead, sorry.
How do you make the fungus go away cream?
Well, I could, if you give me 5 silver, I can make a copy of of my notes. I need it for the paper.
Greg is no money.
I can.
Oh,
I
wow.
can. I can front that for you. I'll pay the silver for you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So yeah, she
The
scribbles
deduct 5
down.
silver.
She scribbles it down on a piece of paper, and we will add that to your crafting. You can now craft antifungal cream.
Hey,
Is there one entry on your known formulas? Antifungal cream.
wait, where are the known
my God.
formulas?
It's
If you go to the crafting tab,
yeah,
There's a crafting tab?
yeah.
there sure the hell is.
It's like a little hammer. Right here.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Anti-plague, anti.
I might need to actually make an item for it because this is not something in the book.
Okay. I'll just put in like I don't know.
Yeah,
I can figure it out.
I can figure it out later.
Mhm.
I'll make a note.
I'll just put it in as a lesser antidote for now, so I remember.
Okay, and then I can change that.
Yeah. Actually, you should probably start learning some formulas now that I think about it, because I think if anyone's going to be able to craft like salves and such, it'll either be Nash or Skreg, because Skreg has proficiency in both medicine and nature. And also crafting. Should probably be adding that to my skill set. I just forgot that I had this skill set entirely. I'm not going to lie.
You can end up with a lot of skills in Pathfinder 2e.
Mhm.
But are we gonna turn this in and then head to bed?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, just to make sure, Vaz, you got that extra 20 gold back. I didn't hand it out, so you'll need to.
Yeah, I did it.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure. And so yeah, you head back across the gate or the bridge, and it is starting to get dark. You see the lights of the city start to light up. Not hazards. We want this. Yeah, mission gold. And you enter into the Horizon Walkers Guild, and it's quieter now, as Levi is still at the desk, but there seems to be no more campaigners milling around.
Yeah, I guess we'll just turn this thing in.
Yep. You walk up. Levi smiles, and he hands you your pay, which I just had up, and then I closed it. Hands you all the gold. Distribute coins. There we go. That's what I want. Pick. Oh, we want Creek on there. Creek, Pickles, Skreg, Nasty.
Where am I?
Yes. Distribute coin. It's not your bad. It's my bad. Something was unclicked on your, but you should all now have some money.
Yay.
Huzzah!
I think I have to pay that money to Vassilis Ekaterina Sofia Zenevia Degovsky.
No, you need to pay it to Nash. Nash paid for the rock. I paid for the herb.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna Nash, add another 16 gold to that sheet of yours.
Got it.
I know it's actually not the full cost, so Skreg is still 4 gold in debt to you.
We could certainly call it even.
Thank you. Skreg promises to give you plenty of fish and venison next time we go hunting.
You mean the first time we go hunting?
All right.
We haven't done that bonding experience yet as a group.
Well, Skreg was considering leaving this city altogether, but Skreg likes you guys, and also Skreg owes Nash money and feels bad.
No, Skreg is quite even with Nash, though. Not to say that I wouldn't go hunting with you, but it's not a repayment for anything.
Yes, nothing like a hunting trip with friends.
Exactly.
Can't say I was ever too successful at that kind of thing.
No worries, we will teach you.
Okay.
And as you're all chatting among yourselves, you hear the sounds of boot prints going thump, thump, thump as someone is coming down the stairs. And before your eyes wanders in this woman, older woman, probably in her 50s, with this graying, fluffy hair that is tied tightly into a braid. She has a dramatic purple cape thrown over her shoulder and bright teal armor with the logo of the guild on it. And she has a big scar on her face, and she looks over at you all and goes, big smile crosses her face and goes, "Ha! Ha! Ha! New tenderfeet!" And she starts walking towards you.
Oh boy.
And
Hello there.
you see Levi just dissociate suddenly, very suddenly.
Pickles was in the process of pulling out some spell scrolls to try and scribe them, but then he just sadly sighs and puts that all away.
And this woman just puts her hands on her hips like Wonder Woman style and leans over a little bit and goes, "What do we have here? Hello, hello!
Hello.
My name is Vera Sartori. I'm the guild leader of this lovely guild. Are you new? I've never seen you all before."
Yes. What was her name again? Sorry, I want to write this one down because I
Vera
like her.
Sartori.
Vera Sartori.
Big smile. Human with an olive-colored skin.
Pickles is desperately pleading to Vaz with his eyes to take charge of the situation so he doesn't have to talk.
I'll drop her on the map here. Yeah.
Yes, please. Let's see.
Oh, look
I
at
love
her!
her. She's my favorite.
Hey.
What a cutie!
Yeah.
Okay, Vera, got it.
Why, hello there.
And who might you all be?
Just some travelers. They can do.
I am Skreg, and this is Gertie. And then he's going to put a hand on Gertie's head.
You
give
see
him
her
his
wide
riches.
smile somehow become even wider, and she goes, "It's so adorable. Does
Thank
it kill?
you. Somebody understands.
I bet it is vicious in a fight. Oh, I can only imagine."
Very. She's like a hunting dog, but all feathers.
Amazing. just keep it down the down low around the lawkeepers, they get a little fussy.
I got police brutality.
Well, that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, we've noticed, unfortunately.
You really, honestly, they tend to... they're a bunch of suckers. They only ever do what the rich folks want. There's a reason why the common folk like us better than them. They're jealous, frankly.
1312 and all that.
I have no idea what that means.
Pickles is doing that, I think, Tina Belcher thing where he's just,
Nash will just kind of step beside him. It's like, well, I'm Tenacity, or Nash if you prefer. This is my compatriot, Pickles.
A tiefling. A fetchling? You look like both. Fascinating! I've never been to the Shadow Plane myself. Do tell me, what kind of horrible beasts live there?
Shelb's just erased the name of every single.
No, all the lore.
I don't have any of them.
Damn, Nash 404'd so hard. 404'd shelves.
It did.
404 in real life.
Oh well, there's the fetchlings. There's us, the Kyol. We do have a number of Vilstrak and Caligny, Syriacs, Umbral Dragons. I don't recommend encountering any of them personally.
Oh, I would love to fight one. It would be a most excellent battle. I took down an ancient red dragon, you know. And you hear Levi go the in the background, indicating that this is a story he's heard 1,000,001 times.
Oh. Is that true?
Yes, a vicious thing that used to live in the mountains, cause all kinds of trouble for people that were coming by. I valiantly, with of course my party at the time, went and we slayed the dragon. I was the one that got the finishing blow, landed it right between his bloody eyes. Vicious creature.
Frank seems a little bit horrified all of a sudden.
Well, it was a red dragon.
So
I've
is
done
my
some-
mom.
What?
That's my mom.
You're lizard folk, not...
I've done.
Yeah.
I've
But she's
done
red.
Bunny hunting. I've done.
Oh,
a lot
you
of
just
hunting
okay.
before. Never.
You just meant that your mom was red. I was sitting here. I was like, are you trying to just like lore drop right now that your mom's a dragon? Because that's not.
And you're like,
No. I actually did speak to Leanne about that one, and we both agreed that would be pretty stupid.
Yes, but I want to make it perfectly clear that Skreg would not, like, worship the chromatic dragons.
Right, yes. Sorry, my mistake.
He, specifically, the big god that he would worship is a cosmic dragon.
He's still kind of just in awe and a little terrified
Yeah.
that she managed to, like, kill a dragon.
Yeah.
That was very impressive.
But yeah, she just smiles and goes, "It'll be a pleasure to work with all of you, I'm sure, though you probably won't work with me directly, but I am excited to hear all your fascinating adventures."
Well, today we went shopping for someone. That was a cool thing we did.
The life of a tenderfoot. All the busy work. Oh, cherish these days. Cherish them.
Will I be strong enough to kill a dragon one day?
If you work really hard and devote your entire being to getting stronger, I believe one day you may too kill a dragon.
She casts like stars in her eyes, like yes.
Same. There's him in this town.
And she, like, flips her cape over her shoulder, like, really hard and goes, Levi, I am out for the night. I will be back tomorrow, of course. Bright and early. I hope you'll get my paperwork done by then. And she starts tromping out, and he's still going, with pickles.
Does she leave that way every night?
Every night.
Are you two related?
He kind of tilts his head and goes, no, we're not related.
Good, because you're nothing alike.
No. Vera Sartori is a league of her own.
A lot, I think.
She's a lot, yes. Frankly, yeah.
She is everything Skreg aspires to be.
Does she leave with paperwork like that every night?
Every night.
That is not good. That is
She,
abusive.
frankly, I don't want her to do her own paperwork anyways. Her handwriting's atrocious.
When do you go home, then? Like, when are you off from work?
Nash, you, with your, even your passive perception, you can see his, like, eyes shift away for a second, and, like, his mouth goes thin, and goes, I live here. I don't leave. It's fine. Nah.
Are you like...
Listen, my people were always really big into their work, but they always knew to separate business from pleasure.
Right.
He kind of gives you, like, this sad smile and goes, No. It's all right.
Or you are overworking yourself, Levi.
I don't think it is, but I also get the sense we are not going to resolve this in one night.
No. I
I certainly didn't need to pry into anything so personal. Do forgive me.
Yeah, and, like, he, like, lifts his arm up, and, like, his big, baggy coat kind of, like, droops as he, like, rubs the back of his head. And as that coat kind of, like, flops down, you catch the slightest glimpse of a tattoo on his forearm. And Nash, it turns your blood cold as you recognize the symbol. And he just kind of, like, scratches the back of his head for a second and goes, yeah, no, and then he puts his arm back down and goes, I've got a lot of work to do, but I'll see you guys in the morning.
Nash himself looks completely, like, unfazed, like nothing has happened, but the most perceptive would notice that Harold, in a rare occasion, well, his shadow, nobody knows it's Harold, but that's Harold. Not his
Like
real
who?
name, it's Lord Drop. It's just easier than constantly calling him my shadow, so occasionally that's
Love it.
his shadow, for the perhaps the first time you've noticed this properly, is just a shadow. It's just reflecting him normally. It's not doing anything weird. But he'll just nod and say, right, of course, you've clearly got far too much on your plate. We won't add anything else today, at least. We should turn in ourselves, don't you think?
Yes. And so you all turn to leave. And as you do, the chain on Nash's pocket watch kind of flutters in the breeze as the final shot of this. And the audience would see that the symbol at the end of the chain, this spiky, strange chain, the symbol matches the symbol on Levi's arm. And the door closes. And that's the end of today's session. Ha ha!
Lord drop.
At
Doing
least
the Nash mystery arc, thanks.
At least he's not a river rat.
Sure isn't.
I know.
Heh.
Oh my goodness.
Well, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.